Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and this is going to be a very quick video just so that I can show you how I'm using up all my paper scraps. As you can see from the background of this video that there's paper all around, and uh, this is it. This is the real picture. So I don't want to hide anything. Because I'm working on scraps, it's obvious that I'll be having scraps all around. So I'll just show you what I've been doing these days. So I'm just trying to use up some scraps and also create some ephemera for the journals that I'll be working on. So I have started making some envelopes and some journal cards. So I will be showing you how I do these. There is no set formula to this, formulae whatever to this. It's just what papers I have and what I can make out of it. So it depends on the papers that I have, and here I have mostly used up book pages, some yeah so mostly book pages. Some are from Edith Holden, some are not, and some are just some random book pages I had. So I'll show you how you can make book page journal cards. I've used just a second, let me show you. Um I have used a book which is not very old, but it has a very nice patina to it. So this is not an old book, but the papers have patinaed very well. So, and this is sort of a biography I got at a very decent price, and it has some silver lettering also, and it's a pretty sturdy book. The size is good, so I will be making some journal cards out of this. And I have made one, but I will be making more. Sorry, I just needed to pull up my chair. So I'll just show you what I've been doing, and this is just the intro, because this is going to be followed by the journal cards or envelopes that I will be showing you. So this is from Edith Holden book page, and these are some wallpaper images that I had in my stash. I found them a little bit too dull, so I thought I'm going to use them up in this way, because when you have a lighter background it immediately pops up. It had a grayish background to this. I don't remember the name of the shop I got this from. They came in a bunch, so there was lots of papers in it. So that's that. And this is just some simple book page that I've folded up. This is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and this is I think from Graphics Fairy. Some labels that I have in my shop, and here this is from Tsunami Rose, and this is from Chapter 1 papers. So I've used that, and these are again some scraps. These are just some papers, junk mail papers that I had. It had this writing on it. I decided to make some envelopes, and you can simply clip them on your pages, and they're going to work fine. Or you can just add them to your happy mail. You can make them in a bunch and keep them whatever. So this was using all sorts of scraps, some embossed paper. These are neither glued or they are all open like this, because I'm going to be using my sewing machine to go over these, most of these. So this is the journal card I made using book page. So here is the book page, as you can see, and I have used some Tim Holtz paper dolls and some butterfly wings sort of thing. This is from some pack I had, ephemera pack. These are some fussy cuts and all scraps that I had. So this is definitely going to be one of the projects that I'm going to show you. Now each and every one might not have a paper doll. It might have something else. That depends whatever scrap I have. So again, this was a book page, something very similar to this. These are very easy to make. You can just simply fold the paper in thirds. In, if you want, I can show you one of these are very suitable for your journals. You can just paper clip them. You can add pages also. You can just line them up with some page and just paper clip them. You don't have to close them up. If you can make them into journal spots in your journaling journals. So I have one of those, and this one. So this one has a little bit of lace, and these papers are from Rachel Roxy Creations. I think this kit is called English Garden. So I had some printed in my stash, so I'm just using those up. As I said, I'm not going to print anything new used over here. I'm just using up whatever I have in my stash. So this is from an encyclopedia page, and I'm going to line the inside up probably with some tea stained paper, and I will be adding some elements over here, but I was not sure what I want. That is why I didn't put anything down. When something like this comes, I usually step away. I just want to show you. So I'm not sure about what I want over here. So when situations like this arise, I usually step away and I just take some time to think over it. So this is going to be the front, and it says Rosette. So these are made from all sorts of scraps I had. This is also one paper scrap that I had, and this is the back. So that is that. So I have used up, as I said, I have used up all the scraps that I had, or some extra printed sheets that I had. I just wanted to use things up, but nothing has been glued shut. So I will go over with my sewing machine, and then I will close them up. Maybe I'm going to keep some of them open because I might add some papers in it, make them into notebooks. They can be tweaked around. You don't have to have them as envelopes. Some of them can be tweaked around. So we'll come to that later on. So this is again, here what I've done is I've used some embossed paper. I have this embossing folder, and used some scraps. This is again some embossed paper and some scrap, and then I have layered that. Everything is just glued down and nothing is stitched yet. Again, some label, and this is the embossed. I love this embossed image, and it comes out pretty nicely. The embossing folder is very good, and this is just a die cut I had in my stash. Some book page images, that's it. And then this is just another of those junk mail pages, and I have fussy cut this flower out. I've used this. Probably I'm going to put a tiny label sort of thing over here because I had to chop the legs of this bird off, and it's looking a little bit odd to my eye, so I'm not sure. So I'll probably add something over here. So that's absolutely blank, as you can see, and you can put in some journaling paper inside. The back, this is the inside. So I've not glued anything down, just inked them up. So I will be probably showing them quite a few of these things that I've done in bits and pieces, because they won't be very long videos. I don't know how long videos I will be able to make. It seems that from April I'm going to start working full-time, sort of. So it's going to be really difficult to make videos very frequently or very lengthy, but of course the videos are going to come, but you'll have to be patient about it. So here is another one. As I said, again, this was a little bit darkish colored one. So I have used this label from Shabby Dabby Duda. This is from Pink Monarch prints, and again this one, the background was already done because I was making masterboards, and probably I should make some masterboards, then I'm going to cut them down and make journal cards and envelopes. But when I'm making envelopes, I found that the masterboards are very bulky to make envelopes, so I prefer not to make envelopes out of masterboards, but you can obviously do that. It's just my preference, and I have not put anything down at the back because I can use it as a pocket also. And what I've done is I've cut the tag portion off, and I can punch a hole here and tie something up. Once once I decide whether it's going to be a pocket or a journal card. So this is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is from Mystery Sea Fox. This is from My Porch Prints. These are stamp area papers and some cardstock pattern papers that I had. That's that. And there's just three more. So this one is again from Edith Holden's book, The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. So I've kept that intact, tried to keep it as much as possible, and added some simple elements. This closes up, it says nature, and again I have used some fussy cut flowers. And at the back, again, as I said, whenever I'm in confusion, I just step a little bit back and decide what I want to do. So the thing is that I decided I need something over here, but I'm not sure what it is. So I'm going to step back and decide what I want, and then only I will put something down, because once I put something here I might not like it. So I'm going to think a little over and then complete that. So that's another envelope done, and these are small envelopes, so this was the first one that I did in this series sort of thing. So these are all embossed papers that I've used, and some fabric and label. This is a book page image, and at the back I've just added some number and a part of that image. And this is from Edith Holden page. So there were these birds playing around, so I covered them up basically, and I found this one most suitable that I can focus on, and I've used some embossed paper to cover the rest, some scraps here and there. And at the back I've not done anything because I found it already had a lot of things going on. So that's what I've been up to, and I will be showing you how to make some easy envelopes using book page, some journal cards that you can use up your scraps, kind of give them a masterboard kind of look, but not creating a masterboard as such. So I will be showing you first how to make these journal cards. They might not have paper dolls on all of these, but I do need to make some with the paper dolls and some without them. Some might have some vintage images. We'll see when we go. And I also will be able to use up a lot of scraps that I have. Let me show you a little bit more. So you can see there's more. So I just want to use up these scraps. There's too much. I really don't want to accumulate much. I have this fixed system. When I realize that this is it, I start making things up. Either they can be envelopes, they can be tags, they can be masterboards, but masterboards are my most favorite ones because in that way you get to use up a lot, and also you can make journal cards and tags out of them. But envelopes are also very good options. You can use a lot up in that way also. So let's see how things go, and we will be making a mix of everything basically. And you can make clusters, you can add clusters. Like I have this bin where I keep on creating clusters and adding them. So this one needs to be sewn a little bit better. So this can be like, this is one cluster that I've done, and then I'll show you some more. So this is a tub that I keep, I create small tiny things. So these are the ones that I make ahead of time, and then what I can do is I can just simply decide what I need to put. Suppose I just need to do you know, like this already has this, so I can put this over here, okay, or I can just put it over here, but this will be too much, you know, you can't do that. But I can put this somewhere here, just a little bit, hanging a little bit, this tatty looking edge. So you can use them like this, you can embellish them as you like, but if you have these things already made ahead of time, it eases up so much, because these do take a little bit time, you know, to put these together. So I have made some, and I will be making more. So if anybody is interested in watching how I make those, I usually gather things up and then I just sit at my sewing machine and just run. I'll just show you what I did. I don't think I have shown these. I have made them a while back, but I just didn't have that, you know, time, and I keep forgetting what I need to show and what I want to, so that's another thing. So these are the some of the ones that I had done. So I will be making some more. So like this one, it says Aster. Then this one is just some die cuts, and you can use them as your page embellishments also. And it totally depends like what your project is and how you want things to be. So this can be another one. So I made these ahead of time, some, not many. I did use up quite a few, and I also have some bigger ones in a bigger box. So this is another one. This can be put in like this one like this, and this needs another stitching or perhaps gluing. This can be added on the page also. So it totally depends how you want to embellish your pages. But first things first, I'm going to show you how you can make mini masterboard looking journal cards like this. So keep watching, don't go anywhere. I'll be back to show you how to put together cards like this, large journal cards. These have to be in a bigger size, otherwise, you know, they don't have that collage look. You have to have a bigger canvas for this to work. Anyways, so I will give you the tips and tricks that I follow when I'm making these mini masterboard kind of look, and they are super easy, nothing that you can't do. Just be mindful of those facts and you are good to go. So I will be back to show you how I made these cards, because the previous video that I had posted was about some journals, some TNs that I'm working on, and they required these ephemera. So I will be making these ephemera to go in to those journals, and also I will be giving you an update on how to make that folder with the packaging and the blue kit. Okay, so keep watching. I will be popping in from time to time, but we'll see how things go. So bye everybody, hope you're doing well, and if you have not yet subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, then please hit the like button. It would mean a lot to me. And bye, take care, stay safe.